Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do first is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right. I hope you have made your selection. We'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. All right, we have the Chariot. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Wheel. We have the Lovers. We have Princess of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. We've got the Prince of Wands and the Sun. FYI, I do not know the name of this deck. I'm sorry. At least not offhand. It was given to me some years ago and I just decided to use it. All right, so the overall energy, I feel like there is something in regards to truth, or someone maybe confronting you about what's true or what's not, or maybe you are the one confronting somebody about what the truth is. I feel that someone is also being very vocal, being very direct, bold, honest. I feel like somebody is being very vocal, very expressive. And it could be you, it could be somebody that you're dealing with or around you, but you know, I feel like somebody is just like, they're just telling it, they're just being honest. Could also be brutally honest. I feel that you're also maybe feeling renewed or inspired in a sense. There could be some sort of a rebirth going on. Maybe you've gone through some period of sadness or darkness, and now, you know, you're coming to success. I feel like there's also something in regards to an air sign, fire sign, an earth sign, and maybe even a Cancer that plays some sort of significant role in your life. You also may be coming out of your shell. If you've been reserved or quiet or shy, maybe something's going on where, you know, you decide that you need to say things, you need to speak out. You know, so you might find yourself being very vocal. And also maybe defending yourself, or maybe setting boundaries in place for yourself. And it seems that you do have some sort of a high standard of something, and you're not willing to settle for anything less. And that could be in career or relationships, but I feel like you're definitely, you know, setting some sort of standards. You're like, no, I'm not, you know, this is what I want. You know, if I can't have that, then I don't want it. Now, I kind of feel too that somebody is about to have a visitor. Maybe someone's getting ready to visit you, unless you are getting ready to visit somebody. I'm also getting some sort of expansion coming for you. There's expansion coming to your family or your home. So for some of you, it could be like a childbirth, adoption. moving in with family members or getting a roommate. It could be that you're expanding your home, moving into a bigger home, but I really feel like it has more to do with family. If not family, then, your emotional well-being. You might find that something could be giving you emotional fulfillment. You might feel overjoyed. Something's going on where you just feel very emotional, but in a good way. Something might have you very excited, very happy. Maybe you're going to get your dream job, or that relationship that you really wanted. Could be that you're getting that. Or the person of your dreams is approaching you, in a sense. Now, if it doesn't happen in real life, it could be, maybe you're having some sort of dreams or premonitions about that. And then another thing is that if it's not happening directly to you, it could be happening to somebody around you. Like somebody might feel like they're in love, or like in a dream relationship. Maybe something seems too good to be true. Now, it does seem to like maybe there's going to be some sort of decision that needs to be made. You might find yourself torn. Now, in a love situation, I do feel like somebody's going to be tempted. If you are already in an established relationship, then someone might end up tempting you or your partner. And it might not even necessarily be that they need to decide, but somebody's just being tempted. It's like, ooh, like you got my attention. And then if you are single, I would still warn of caution, because I feel like there's somebody else in the picture. I feel like you're not the only person that this person is interacting with. And you may have crossed paths with this person at a significant time. And maybe they're like, they're looking at you, but they're in this relationship, or, so just be cautious if you're single. It's indicating that you could meet someone that you really connect with, somebody that you really feel like you're in love with. But at the same time, is that person ready to move forward with you? And then another thing is that this person could be just coming out of a relationship. Their relationship is just now ending. And they were somehow put together in your life, like something, it was destined for the two of you to meet. But it's kind of like more of a transfer. It's like I'm transferring from one relationship into a new one. So it's not like break up and then time to heal or time to themselves. And usually I get this energy, when somebody just has like that serial monogamy placements in your chart. Some people, that's just the way it is. In that birth chart, someone is destined to always like meet someone new. It's several placements that could cause this. But one of them, I feel like it has to do with moon being in the 7th house, where you're always connecting with people, or moon in the 11th house. But those are just a couple of transits. It depends on a lot of other factors, but I feel like that is one of them. Yeah, so I kind of feel like, two people are coming together just as there is some sort of ending happening. Now, depending on what perspective I'm picking up, it does seem like there's going to be a confirmation of a pregnancy. So if there's something that's initially what I heard, or I think this person's pregnant, it could be confirmed. Yeah. I'm getting that something is just destined. Something was meant to play out this way. So there could be some sort of significant event or significant connection that you're having with someone. And either way, this event or meeting is destined. I feel like something was written in the stars. Also, you might initially try to fight against what you're experiencing or feeling, but I'm feeling like you're meant to just like allow nature to run its course, basically. I feel that a situation needs closure, especially if two people made like this soul agreement before they came here, and then for whatever reason these two people quit or gave up and was like, I'm done with this contract, I don't want to deal with it. I kind of feel like there's a need to have closure. So it's like either you're going to be united with this person, this same person, or someone's like stepping into their place so that you can fulfill this, I guess, like a life lesson that you are meant to experience. It's something that you're meant to experience. So even if it's not necessarily that you're meant to experience with this person, you likely agreed to something. Like you were like, okay, when I go to Earth, this is what I want to learn, and so somebody's like, okay, I'll help you with that. If that other person backs out, it's like that's not on them. This is part of your lesson, so somebody else can step in and help you fulfill the spiritual purpose or lesson that you were supposed to have. So yeah, I kind of feel that this is something that is needing to be completed. It does seem like initially you're fighting against it though. This is also indicating that, you ultimately have to do what's best for you. I don't know if you've been torn, like you want to help this person or you want to help that person. It's like, okay, what do you first? Like, what do you need in your life? Like, take care of that first, then get back to these other people that you said you were going to help. I'm getting something about like this loving relationship with you and an earth sign, or you as an earth sign had supposed to have this loving relationship with somebody. But it still looks like some sort of conflict and somebody feeling torn. So there also could be a sense of betrayal at hand as well. It's looking like somebody is coming in between two people. And, one of those situations where, you could be blamed for the breakup of a relationship. It's like, oh, they were committed until that person came into their lives. Like, I don't know. I feel like somebody's going to be used as a scapegoat to cover up the existing flaws, pre-existing flaws that were in the relationship itself. Um, Something also may have happened before you came in the picture, or it could be a messy situation too that I'm picking up. Like, for instance, you were in a relationship with somebody, you guys took like, you guys broke up for about a month. Within that time frame, this person was like, I'm single, so I'm doing XYZ. And then either somebody becomes pregnant during that temporary breakup, or someone gets someone pregnant during a temporary breakup. Um, but I feel like something happened or is about to happen. Okay, so I feel like something also is significant about the color or the flower lavender, or maybe a scent. It could have been something that you dreamed about. If you're intuitive, there's something going on where you're confused about it, but at the same time, something is about to happen, or you're like, I could feel it in my bones. I feel like something's getting ready to change, but you don't want to really think about it right now, or I don't know. There could be a fear of something manifesting if you think about it. I also feel that something was revealed to you in a dream, but you don't want to mention it because you want to make sure, I don't know, you want to see it play out. You're like, I don't want to say anything. I'm just going to let it play out, or wait and see if it plays out on its own. Sometimes, somebody might be afraid to mention a dream thinking that it's going to make it come true. It might be a situation like that. Um, I feel like somebody also has to keep something secret for a while. Um, Somebody is like, I can talk about it after this time has passed, or, You can also possibly detect when somebody is talking about you or thinking about you, but not necessarily in a negative sense. Just like you might get some sort of ringing in your ear, and it's some sort of old wives' tale might turn out to be true. Um, Now, another thing I'm getting is that there needs to be some sort of conversation. I don't know if somebody's been avoiding a conversation, but I feel that there's a conversation that needs to be had. And it also looks like decisions in regards to family responsibilities. Um, if you've been in a relationship and somebody has been having commitment issues, I feel like that's also some sort of topic that might come up. It's like, hey, like, where's this going? Are we going to go our separate ways, or are we going to make a commitment? Are we, you know, what's happening? I feel like somebody needs to update their status. It's like, yeah, okay, we were initially in a relationship or dating, but now this is more serious, or is it going to be more serious or no? I feel like ultimately there's going to have to be some sort of uncomfortable conversations. I also feel that someone has something to say, but they don't want to say it. Someone might be worried about what you'll think of them. They're like, ooh, like, I don't know what they'll think of me if I tell them this, especially if it has to do with like a dream. And sometimes you have dreams and you're like, why did I dream that? Like, so it might be that there is some sort of dream that someone has had, and they want to tell you about it, but they're kind of like maybe feeling awkward about it. So maybe it was some sort of a sexual dream. But I feel like somebody is needing it interpreted or wants to understand, like, what does that mean? And it does seem like maybe somebody's subconscious is trying to tell them something. I also get something about communication and career. If you are uncomfortable communicating, public speaking, vlogging, that still might be the direction that you're meant to go in. Maybe it's a podcast, I don't know, but I kind of feel that career wise, you're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone. You also might decide that you're going to talk about uncomfortable topics, or maybe you have to use your family as an example, and family is like, I don't want to be in your conversation. You're like, but I have to talk about it, like, I don't know. But it does seem that career wise, you can make money communicating about certain things that are maybe supposed to be covered up or secret. Either you are missing an earth sign, or an earth sign misses you, or is missing somebody. There's a possibility that an earth sign is keeping tabs on you, trying to see if you're single. And I do feel that somebody has regrets or feels bad about something. It's possible that somebody feels bad for keeping something a secret from you. That could be your friend, it could be a family member, but somebody might feel bad or guilty about it. I also feel that somebody needs to build their confidence up in regards to their capabilities. I kind of feel like somebody also had to do something on the side for money that they don't want to talk about. It could be something in regards to OnlyFans, or even if it's not, it's just kind of like, oh, I don't want to tell people that I had to do this on the side. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. You have the Magician, the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, Death, overall energy, Eight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's been something going on in your life where, maybe you've been feeling empty or like feeling like a void. It does look like you're walking away from something because, it's just too difficult, too complicated. It's emotionally draining. So I feel like you are leaving something behind. There's also the feeling of loneliness here, or feeling lost, or feeling like you can't quite find what it is that you're looking for. Everything has been unfulfilling for you. Seems too like you've been trying to figure some things out. Maybe you've been doing a lot of soul searching, but there's still, some frustration about the journey that you're on. Like you still haven't figured something out. So, it's just like, well, what else do I do? Where do I go now? And I feel like you have not found the answers that you're looking for. I feel like you also are trying to figure out where something stems from. Like, if you are lonely or depressed, you're trying to figure out, like, where's this coming from? Like, what is the root of this? Like, why am I so sad? So I just kind of feel like you could be doing some soul searching. Now, if this is not your energy, it could be someone around you. I'm also seeing from the possible perspective of someone who's thinking about you, but just does not have the courage to come forward. They see you moving away, further and further away from them. But it's like still not enough to get them to take action. It kind of makes me think of certain placements in astrology where a planet is sitting in a sign where it's unable to act. It has no strength in that sign. So it's just kind of like, I don't know what to do. It's just kind of like waiting for another planet to come along and help it. So I don't know. It could be something like that going on with you from the perspective of astrology. There's a weak planet that won't act like it should. Especially like the planet Mars. Like somebody's Mars might be debilitated, or in a sign where it just is confused and doesn't know what to do. Because Mars is, a planet of action. So if Mars is in a very uncomfortable planet, it's not going to know what action to take, or it might keep taking the wrong action, or it might just be waiting for somebody else to tell it what to do. Like, what action should I take? And it's just like, we don't know. Like, everybody's like passing it by it. Mars is just sitting there like, when is somebody going to help me? And I kind of feel that in order for Mars to get help, somebody has to go into Mars sign. Like somebody has to go into Scorpio or Aries in order for Mars to kind of like start connecting with something and making sense of things. So yeah, that's from a perspective of astrology. But yeah, somebody does not know what to do. Um, I also feel that there could be something that you are trying to manifest. You're trying to strategize, figure some things out. Um, I feel that maybe you've been dabbling and doing a lot of different things just to see what works for you. You're like, let me try some of this, or let me see if this works, or let me do this. You know, you might be playing around with a lot of manifestation techniques, including spell work, just different things. I feel like you're trying to figure some things out. From the perspective of a love situation, I feel like somebody's talking to you indirectly. I feel like somebody is finding ways to get you to engage with them. So if you're on social media, then you might be interacting with somebody who's interested in you, but they're not saying it. They're finding ways to engage conversation with you, but they're just like listening to you, taking mental notes. I feel like this person is trying to understand you so that they can know how to approach you. I also get the energy of someone who plays like a lot of mind games. I don't know if you're with this person, or this could apply to a different scenario, but somebody just plays like a lot of mind games. Maybe it's your supervisor, maybe it's your current love interest, or maybe it's that person that hasn't said anything yet. But I feel like somebody is playing mind games. This also could be you. Maybe you are stringing somebody along and just kind of seeing what they're gonna say. You're just throwing something out there, and then you just sit back and you're like, let me see how they're gonna respond, or let me see how they feel about that. And it could be that somebody is just wanting to know, like, how would you respond to this information? So somebody doesn't want to quite tell you something that's going on until they know how you feel about it or how you think about it. This also just kind of looks like you're being watched, but again, somebody is not saying anything, or the way they're approaching you is kind of mysterious or secretive. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, or an air sign. Also, you might start to feel like something is a dead end, or something isn't going anywhere. Maybe you're looking into your future and you're like, I don't see a future at this company, or I don't see me living here. I don't see me in a relationship with this person. Like something's going on where maybe you just see that something is a dead end, or maybe you want to create change or create a new path for yourself. Now, on a dark side, I kind of feel that somebody is, how do I see this? I do kind of feel like somebody is trying to plot how to get rid of somebody. They're strategizing that. So yeah, be careful. But I really feel like it's more career related. Like somebody is, a sniper, or somebody is works for the FBI and is trying to take somebody out. So yeah, I do kind of feel like somebody's trying to figure out, how do I get rid of somebody? But just not to scare you, it also could just be like, maybe somebody's like, how do I break up with this person? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship with this person anymore. How do I get rid of them? So it could be more in that sense, instead of like literally killing somebody. But I do feel like somebody is a strategist. Now, somebody really could be military, and that's their job. They're like, I have to strategize how to take somebody out. Like, what are we gonna do? So if you are in the military, I definitely might be picking up on your plans, and I'm sorry. But yeah, I kind of feel like there's some sort of strategy that needs to be put in place. If you have your own business, I feel like you're either letting your business go, or you are about to do some sort of major changes. Change the name of your business. If you have like a product, get rid of a product, or some sort of service that you offer, you might be getting ready to get rid of it. Like, I'm not going to offer this service anymore. So definitely could be getting rid of things that you don't need anymore or isn't working for you anymore. I feel like somebody's cover is also going to be blown. So whoever has been hiding or wearing some sort of mask, or whatever illusion that has been going on, I feel like it's going to be blown, revealed. In regards to manifestation, I feel that somebody is burning like a lot of candles. It's something that somebody is trying to do, and they're burning like a lot of candles. I feel like somebody also could be channeling the wrong spirit. Somebody is also trying to create a barrier or like a scrambler so that you don't know who they are, or what they're doing. But I still feel like it's going to come out anyway. Even if something gets exposed in your dream, it's like, oh, like, it didn't happen in real life yet, but my dreams definitely showed me like what is getting ready to happen. I feel like somebody is sending mixed signals in regards to their feelings for you. Okay, I'm getting something in regards to creativity. I kind of feel like somebody is a ghostwriter for something. Yeah. I feel like someone's definitely been observing you and thinking about you. They just, they don't have the ability to say what they need to say. I feel like somebody also wants to know, have you given up on them? They're like, did you give up on me, or do you still think about me? they're wondering that. They might be trying to find that out as well. Yeah, somebody is kind of like, do you miss me? Do you think about me? It also could be, what you are doing, kind of like trying to find out that information. I feel like at a job, a supervisor might be aware of how unhappy you are and might be just like still micromanaging you. Somebody wants you. I feel like somebody wants you. They want you either as a lover or they want to recruit you career wise. But I feel like somebody is desiring you and they're definitely trying to figure out how to do this, how to go about doing this. I feel like this person's waiting for the right time. I feel like this person's also a little intuitive. So it's more than just strategy and being analytical. It's about being intuitive too. Now, if somebody does study astrology, they're definitely looking at the stars. They're looking for transits to make sure that they take action at a good time that's going to be favorable for them. Somebody has been holding back. Yeah, in a love situation, somebody is still holding on to you. They have not moved on or let you go. And it might be frustrating or confusing for you if you haven't heard from this person, but you still feel their energy. It seems like there's tension specifically between earth and air. There's attraction and desire between these two people, but both parties are refusing to act out or take the initiative, or you do at the same time, but then I don't know, it comes off wrong. There's some sort of a blockage between two people. So, yeah, in a love situation, I feel that these two people are soulmates and they care about each other. They're attracted to each other, but they're waiting for the other person to take the initiative. I do feel like ultimately somebody is going to step forward. It's like both people are being tested and pushed out of their comfort zone. And I feel like there is some sort of risk that needs to be taken. I'm getting high demands from you guys as well. That part is not just for love or Love matters is, it may be in regards to pushing yourself. If there's something that you want, then you realize you have to fight for it, or if you already have it, you have to fight to hold on to it. It seems like every time you decide to split or leave, somebody pops up and stops you. Even if it's about your job, you're like, you know what, this is the last week I'm doing this, like I'm not doing this anymore, and then something pops up or stops you from completely leaving this job. I feel like there is something significant about the planet K2, or the South Node, rather, in your chart. I feel like you're needing to look and see where it is in your chart, because I feel like South Node is taking you away from that. Yeah, I feel like South Node is detaching you from something or someone. Another thing I'm getting, check where South Node is transiting right now too. Because wherever it's transiting, I feel like it's giving off that same energy, like trying to separate you from whatever house is transiting over. So unfortunately, let's say for instance, South Node is in your second house or transiting your second house. I feel like maybe it's trying to detach you from your savings or your finances, or things that you value. Physically, maybe your voice, maybe you get hoarse, or maybe you've got to get some sort of a surgery or have something removed. I just feel like, the South Node is trying to detach you from it. If you have South Node in your 10th house, maybe it's trying to separate you from your known status or your career, or tradition. I feel like it's trying to separate you from something. So just check and see where it's at in your birth chart, or where it's currently separating from. I'm hearing something say, I'm freeing you. I'm freeing you. So it could be a spirit. It also could be that you are releasing or trying to remove some sort of spirit in your home, from your home. I just feel that either way, this is talking about releasing and shedding of the ego. You could be leaving your home, moving away, or depending on what's happening, maybe you don't want to lose it, but you lose it, or you have to move. Like something's going on with your home, your literal home, and then also just your security. I feel like something's going on where you are needing to change. You're needing to let go. Something needs to be released. And then going back to a possible surgery, like maybe something has to be removed. I feel like somebody is not following up or listening to an agreement. There's some sort of clash or it's a disagreement, but it feels like it was something that was actually documented. It's like, okay, this is, part of the agreement. Like this is in the lease or this is in the, what do you call it? The policies, the work policies. Maybe something was a verbal agreement. I just feel that whatever this agreement was, somebody is not no longer in alignment with it. And it's just like, hey, we had an agreement. And so I feel that it's time to let something go because it's over, it's expired. Especially in regards to a living situation. You might be moving out, or maybe you have a roommate that's leaving or that needs to leave, or maybe they're trying to get rid of you. And if so, maybe it is your time to go. Maybe you do need to find your own space. I do feel that there's something going on with independence needing to be reclaimed. Somebody needs to reclaim their independence. In a love situation, I kind of feel that someone's going to say something and then ghost. I keep getting something about ghost. All right, so I'm going to have to take a quick break and then I will come back for deck number 3. All right, and we will continue with deck number 3. We have the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the, I think that's Strength, my bad. 7 of Cups, 777. Overall energy, 6 of Wands. You have, Page of Pentacles. No, that's Knight. And then you have 6 of Swords. Also, you guys, I don't know the name of this deck in case you ask, or at least, I would have to go and find it. This is another deck that I've just been holding on to for the past 6 years. So, yeah. Okay, so I feel like the overall energy is about you guys really wanting to find safety, wanting to find a place of peace. I feel like maybe you've been on a journey, or it feels like you've been traveling. Maybe it's even been literal. And I do feel like you've been going through storms, and maybe even, what's been happening is that you've been basically being purified. I feel like a lot of things had to be cleansed away. And now things are headed in a more peaceful direction, because I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of turbulence. It also may indicate that certain information that's been revealed to you has put you on a path of clarity. So I kind of feel like you are headed towards peace. I kind of feel too like this could be you, but I feel like someone's also been like manifesting you. I feel like somebody has been calling out to you, channeling you, sending you messages through their thoughts. You might have like random thoughts and just kind of be like, where did that thought come from? Where did that song come from? Just like out of the blue. And I feel like in this situation is because of this person that is sending you thoughts and messages. I feel like somebody is speaking to you telepathically. Especially too if this person is an earth sign. Like I said, you could be the earth sign that is sending some sort of messages, thoughts, or energy towards someone. I feel like you are going to feel supported. Something's going on, whatever, is going on with you, you start to feel confident. I feel like you're starting to feel a sense of encouragement. Something is telling you to like keep going, or you might start seeing signs that you're headed in the right direction, you're doing something the right way. And yeah, I feel like you feel motivated. I don't know if you've experienced like some sort of loss of faith, but I feel like something's going on now where you start to feel motivated. You do have people in your corner. I feel like you have both people from the spiritual realm as well as the physical realm that are encouraging you or guiding you. Now, I do see like somebody who is snooping, spying. Somebody might be collecting information about you, especially work related. It just might be the normal background check, checking on references and things of that sort, especially if you submitted to, you submitted your resume to places. So it could be that. I still feel like there's an indication that if this is an employer, I don't know why they're being sneaky about it. I feel like maybe it's like it's not necessary, but they're doing it anyway, like checking your social media or trying to see if you have social media. They might be doing something extra that is not necessary. So yeah, your future employer could be spying on you or trying to find out information from you, more information. A love interest, especially more so to those of you that do have social media, I feel is following you and keeping tabs on you. Maybe it's a secret admirer. Maybe it's someone that you just aren't aware. Well, still kind of like a secret admirer. It also could be that someone is kind of disguised. You don't realize that you're interacting with somebody because, they are disguised. They have a false profile. Now, I feel like something is happening like outside of your beyond your understanding, or it's divine basically. And I just kind of feel that you are unaware of something that is happening on your behalf. It could be some sort of like divine intervention, just divine guidance. Something is happening that you're unaware of. I also still feel that if you're being watched by somebody, that you're just completely unaware of it. You might feel like, how? I got this blocked, or I don't even have social media, or blah, blah, blah. This person has found a way to spy on you and get information about you. So I feel like you're being watched. I don't feel like it is, that this person has ill intent. I don't feel like they do. But I do just feel like you're being watched. Again, this could be you. I feel like you're also being asked to view a situation from afar or objectively before you make some sort of decision. I feel like you have to really detach yourself from a situation to give fair judgment. some things may have been revealed to you in a dream, and you're trying to figure this out, like, or what it all means. And I feel like your patience is being tried, or you're having to just kind of like be patient in regards to something that you're wanting to manifest. I feel like you're trying to figure out what to do. I feel like you have like a lot of questions, or you're going to have like a lot of questions about something before you commit to it. You're like, okay, what about this? Or what does this mean? Or should I do this? Or should I do that? And then it does seem like you're going to get some sort of part-time job, part-time work. Maybe you're also trying to figure out how are you going to pay for something. You might have like a lot of questions about your finances. I feel like you're also being encouraged to be strong during a certain time of uncertainty. Like you're unsure about a lot of things, but you're being encouraged to just hold on and be strong. I feel that you're going to get through some things. You might have moments where you feel like you can't do something. That also might be where the encouragement is coming from. Like you're being encouraged, like, yes, you can. Like, get up. You could do it. Pick yourself up. So it could be, like I said, spirit guides or just people in your corner. And, you know, you could be the one also giving someone some sort of a pep talk. I feel like you're also going to defeat whatever obstacles are in front of you. I feel like you're going to be victorious in something that you're trying to do. Something is for you, especially if you are the one that's been calling something in, like you've been calling something towards you. And it's happening, it's unfolding. You just might not recognize that it's happening because it's developing so slowly. Also, something may have been in the works for a long time before you were even aware that something was in the works for you. And it's just slowly starting to manifest. I feel like you're going to see something, but it's just like only the tip of the iceberg. It's like, oh, like you have no idea of the foundation that has been being established below you, or the roots that have been planted beneath your feet. Like something's been strengthening and growing for a long time. Just spiritually or emotionally, I feel that, you know, something's going on where you have been growing out of a rough space, and you may not realize how strong you are, or how resilient you are. Or maybe you do, maybe you're reflecting, and just kind of looking back at everything that you've gone through, and you're just like, man, I've been through all of that, and you know, it made me a stronger person. So I feel like a lot of things that you've gone through definitely may have made you stronger. Now, in a love situation, somebody's being tempted. I kind of feel that, so this might be another reason why this person has not come forward. The secret admirer. It's possible that maybe they're involved with somebody. If not, it's just indicating that this person feels some sort of desire or lust towards you, but they're keeping themselves in check. They're just peeking. They're keeping their distance. I feel like if this person gets too close, they kind of lose it. Like they want to make sure that they are in a solid position. So this makes me feel like maybe you've known this person before, or maybe it's just something that they've gone through. But I kind of feel like this person usually loses it when they fall in love or when they like a person and they don't want to be that person. They want to control themselves. So I feel like this person's trying to master something within themselves before they approach you or reach out to you. I keep hearing because you're lust. Like maybe someone's been celibate a long time and they just kind of feel like the minute they get a chance, they're going to lose it. Maybe someone is just like, yeah, I've been good, on my own, but I haven't been up close and personal. I might lose it. I just feel like somebody is trying to exercise their willpower. Yeah. So I do feel that there's a couple of things going on. So to the person that's in a relationship that's interested in somebody else, I just feel like that's why they're keeping their distance, because they want to be respectful of their relationship. They don't want to even be friends because they probably already know they can't be friends with you. Or maybe you feel that way. I can't be friends with this person. So I feel like somebody is like, I'm just gonna keep my distance. But it does look like a relationship could possibly be ending, and this person just wants to wait until it's official before they come forward. The other thing is that somebody is concerned about either their family, what their family thinks, or they're concerned about their reputation. Somebody's reputation could be on the line, so they have to be just very cautious or secretive about their whereabouts or who they're dealing with. I also feel that somebody, it's weird, it's like somebody is being watched. So I kind of get the energy of someone who is being watched by their person. This person is watching their every move. So because they know that they're being watched, they are secretly having to make moves or watch you without getting caught. They can't be caught scrolling through their phone or staring at your picture too long, or they just have to be very cautious because they know that they're being watched. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm just seeing like a layer upon layer upon layer. Like there's always somebody up higher or at a higher angle than the other person, and there's just like this whole watching situation going on. Now, I also kind of get a situation where somebody is lying about their relationship status, whether they're saying they're single and they're not, or they're saying that they're in a relationship but they're not. I kind of feel like somebody is saying, do I really see myself with this person? But maybe it's also, do I really see myself at this job? Do I really see myself in this apartment? Like somebody is really questioning something. There's doubts. So you could be having doubts about what you are feeling or experiencing. I'm getting a sense of frustration of having to wait. It seems like every time there's a delay, these negative thoughts start to creep in to your situation. This can be with any situation, doesn't just have to be a relationship. But it seems like anytime there is some sort of delay, these negative thoughts start creeping in. And I feel like you're having to defeat these negative thoughts, but also like confront something at the same time. There's something, a situation that you're needing to confront, or there's something that, some sort of internal conflict that you're dealing with that you need to deal with. I feel like you're getting ready to deal with it or face it. Somebody also could be simply stressing over which car they're going to buy. I feel like somebody is getting ready to purchase a car and is concerned about committing to something for so long. I'm getting something about at the gym. I feel like two people could connect at the gym. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody like working out and passing the other person by. I don't know, I just feel like there's a connection happening there. But I also see some sort of connection happening at work or between coworkers. I feel like somebody is also going to some sort of training, paid training. There is something too that you're needing to complete. I feel like you started something, but you haven't completed it. There may be some sort of a deadline. I don't know if you're starting to feel rushed. I feel that somebody's fears are keeping them stuck. Somebody's like frozen and can't move because they're too afraid. So again, I'm getting the energy of somebody who is channeling you or sending you telepathic messages, visiting you in dreams, or appearing to you in dreams. I kind of feel too like somebody just finished healing, so it's still kind of like being in recovery and wanting to take it easy. Somebody could be recovering from a work injury. It could be emotional recovery from a relationship. I kind of feel like somebody is just like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Wait, like I know I've gone through a lot and I've made it this far, but I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me catch my breath. Or let me brace myself. Because earlier I was picking this up in regards to, you know, that energy where somebody is trying to control, you know, how they approach you because they don't want to lose it. I'm getting just that same energy for no matter the situation. Let's say, for instance, you just lost your favorite pet. You buried your favorite pet about a month ago. And then the next thing you know, some movie about dogs is coming on. And you're like, oh, I like that movie, but oh, it's too soon. Like, I don't know. Like, I cried for a week straight. I don't know if I'm ready to watch that movie. You know, I just kind of feel like somebody is like not sure that they're ready for something. Even though maybe someone has like accomplished some things or have had some sort of personal milestones, is something is still too soon. Even like in regards, maybe like a person that literally crossed over and somebody is like, I can't visit the grave yet. Like, I can't go to the grave. It's like, it's been a year, but I'm not ready to go to the grave yet. You know, like something's going on where somebody just feels like they've healed, but they're not quite ready for something. You should be able to feel when someone is channeling you. Is something spiritual happening. It's like you guys are connected. You might start feeling heart flutters, or maybe you're feeling unusual sensations. Maybe it feels like something's touching you. Maybe you're having these unusual experiences in your sleep. But I feel like you should physically feel something when it's happening to you. And, you know, I'm sorry for those of you that, you know, have to go through something that feels like a violation in your sleep. Because, you know, we got two types. Some people enjoy that. Some people feel like they're being attacked and violated. So, you know, I'm sorry for those of you that feel like you're being violated or attacked. The other part or the other half of you might feel like, oh no, I like when that happens. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I also kind of feel like somebody wants to know if you're ready for them. So this person knows that they're a handful. And this can be a new person or a past person, but this person just knows that they're a handful. And in their mind, they're like, I don't know if this person is ready for a person like me. I feel like for the most part, though, you guys are manifesting your secret desires, or something that you secretly desire is getting ready to come into fruition. And then the other strong message is that you have a secret admirer. You have someone that is reaching out to you and channeling you. I don't know if you have blocked someone specific or if you are just like closed off to love in general. I feel that I feel like you're going to start to see things unfold starting like, or something is like in a very early stages. Like a love situation is in the very early stages that you might not even recognize what's unfolding before you. If you have any planets in Scorpio, I feel like as soon as Sun or even Mars passes by your personal planets through transit, you're going to get like little clues or confirmations about something that's unfolding. Little things are going to be revealed to you. All right, so hopefully some messages resonated, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.